Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about why you should not care so much about other people's opinions and why you shouldn't really spend most of your life trying to get the admiration of other people. So when you start worrying about if, I don't know, I make videos or post pictures on social media, who's going to look at them? If I post something, or if I decide I'm going to start doing something that's completely different to my normal job, who's going to look at it? What are they going to say? What are they going to think of me? Will they want to associate with me? When you start getting into thinking about things like that, you can affect yourself in that you start getting really anxious because you're worried about what other people do. So every time you think about, oh, let me post something, or let me do something, or let me do something that's different to how it's normally done, you really start causing yourself to get anxious, to get depressed, because you then can't live your life the way you want to. You can't express yourself in the way that you want to. If you're a creative person but you're in a job that's not so creative, so your outlet is maybe posting pictures on Instagram or posting videos or even being on TikTok. Like, TikTok is a lot of fun, right? And it can help you to become creative or do creative things in a fun, harmless way. But you then stop yourself from doing all of those things because you're worried about what your parents will say or what your friends will say or what people that don't even know you will say. Because we do have that. We've got trolls on the internet who don't have positive things to say about people's hard work. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. And the reasons are, life is short and you only have one life. Once your life is done, however and whenever it is done, that's it. It's done. You're not getting any do-overs. So you might as well get on with living your life the way that you want. Also, it's your life. It's not somebody else's life. You have to deal with the consequences of that. So if you've been living your life, I like listening to a guy called Gary Vee, and I mean, the man is spot on. Like, if you live your life for your parents and your parents want you to go to university or get married to this and that kind of person, and you live your life like that, and then you do all of those things that your parents want you to do, but you don't really have an interest in them, or you don't really understand why you need to do those things. When those things go wrong, like, you're really going to resent your parents. You're really not going to like them because they're the people who've put you in that situation that you're now not happy about, that hasn't worked out for you. So, it's your life. You live it. You might fall out with your parents, especially if you're still young and you're starting out with life, but you're very clear about who you are and what your interests are. You might fall out for a little bit with your parents, but you'll make up. Whereas if you've lived the next 20, 40 years of your life doing what somebody else wants and not what you want, you're not getting that time back. You're not getting any of that back. Also, it's not your job to make other people happy, because guess what? You will never be good enough. Your actions will never be good enough for some people. They will always find something to criticize. There will always be something wrong. And so you will spend your whole life feeling inferior, feeling not good enough, feeling like you haven't been able to achieve all of these things. But not because you're a failure, but because somebody else has judged you to be a failure. And nobody wants to go through life like that. I mean, I have lived quite a large part of my life really caring what other people think. And it has absolutely affected my progress in life. It's affected my self-esteem because I really cared so much what other people thought So I stopped myself from doing a lot of things, and I also did things that I should not have done, because on reflection I was doing them because I wanted to fit in, you know. I wanted to get married to fit in because I've got children. How can you have children and not be married? Oh my god. Like, I'm happier not being married. I'm divorced now, for those of you that don't know, and I won't be doing that again, because that's not something that I want. Unless, you know, I mean, absolutely somebody who's amazing, but I would get married because it's something I want to do and that person makes me happy, not because I want to fit into society's rule of what is a perfect family. Should have a mummy and a daddy and the kids, and you know, just because you live under the same roof in that kind of unit, you're going to be happy. That's not true, and it doesn't work like that. Listen to people's advice, of course, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to make the final choice about what the best thing to do is. Because I've found, since I've started living my life by my rules, I'm so much freer mentally, emotionally, in every way possible. My stress levels have gone down because I really don't care. I mean, I'm nearly 40 now, so I've got a bit of life behind me. And so now it's easy for me to say no to people. Oh, okay, great, that's your opinion, but yeah, I'm gonna do my thing and I'll deal with the consequences of it, because that's the other thing. If it messes up, I deal with it. If it goes great, I deal with it. The other person doesn't have to deal with all of those things. So it's up to me to deal with the consequences. Therefore, I want to deal with the consequences knowing that I've done it my way. So my message for today, live your life for you. Do not live your life for other people. Do not live your life for trolls on the internet. Because guess what? That person has taken time to go through your profile, to criticize and do all of this, but they've consumed your content. And can you think about how sad this person is for them to be doing that to you? For them, after they've consumed your good content that you're putting out, to then start criticizing it. How sad do you have to be as a person to be doing that to other people? So don't reduce yourself to their level. Don't stop expressing yourself or being who you are because some people who've got nothing good to say are criticizing you, whether they're your friends, your family, or whoever. You do you, because at the end of the day, when you're 90, 100, whatever age you are, you know, I want to be able to look back at my life and go, I lived for me and I have no regrets. And if I die today, I will die a very happy person. I don't want to look back at my life when I'm 100 and think, wow, okay, what did I actually do for me again? Oh yeah, I did that for my parents. Oh yeah, I did that because that's how society thinks should be done. Or, oh, I did that because that's how my community does it. Live your life for you. Might be difficult. It will take practice. It's like doing something like meditating every day. You just need to continually remind yourself that you know what's best for you and you know how to get there. You might need mentors, you might need other people who've done it, but at the end of the day, do it because you want to do it, not because other people want you to do it. Thank you very much, guys, and see you next time.